G'day guys, welcome back to In My Shed. I'm BC. As you can see, some light boxes. I'll give you a bit of a look in a sec. $68 for two, I can't complain. Quality is excellent. Today I'm back on the borer. I'll move the camera over between the light boxes to give you a look. I've had a little bit of a good time and bad time. It was hard to find what was wrong. As one of my subscribers suggested, the drive keys could be interfering with the plate for the snout bar holder. That was partly the case. The slide is a little bit off centre, so I decided to abandon that holder because it's already oversized in the bore. And I've got a snout bar holder that's currently up on the machine that clocked up reasonably well. And I can use that just to swap the tools out, and I'll remake another as the secondary snout bar holder. Been a very, very busy week for us, but very quiet sales-wise. It looks like everybody's a bit scared cash-wise. It's the way it goes. 5 good months, 1 bad one. The luck of the draw. Okay, I'll swing the camera around quickly, give you a look at the light boxes, and then move the camera over. Occasionally you get a winner. And here we are, up on the stand. Provide plenty of light, and they provide it from a reasonable distance, so I'm not all over the place wondering where the hell I'm going to fit. So $68 delivered in 4 days. I found that pretty good. Let me know what the audio's like too. This is with the Lavalier mic plugged in. Bye for now. Okay, I'll get myself back into frame and we'll give this fellow a try. The Lavalier mic is now off. See if I can pick myself up through the shirt. This is the offending snout bar holder. It looks reasonably well made. The keys were a bit of a homemade effort. They seem to fit okay now, and with this bar and holder, and the snout bar in most of the way so I can put the dial indicator on the shank there. I was getting less than 2/10 of a thou, even when I tightened it up, but 2/10 of a thou is bloody good enough for me. So this is made redundant for the moment. I tried to use that as a mandrel to hold the sleeve that I use in the snout bar. I've got to take a few thou off, and it was just unsuccessful. There's no material coming off. It's way too hard, and I'm quite surprised. You'll get to see it running in a minute. It's an American-made turret lathe Morse taper holder, and when I start to put the micrometer over it, it wasn't parallel, it wasn't round, it had lumps in it. It was bloody awful. So I don't know whether it was ground prior to hardening or whatever, but that's what's given me a bit of grief. It was about 4 thou oversized. This particular holder was homemade by the TAFE College up at Mackay. It's suffered some horrible whacks with the bloody hammer. I'm surprised that its bore is even working at the moment. But 2 things to point out. A lot of people say, why the hell have I got a slotting machine? Well, this was to me obviously a keyway with a push broach, and the material was raised either side of the keyway substantially. I would say 4 or 5 thou I had to take out with the flap wheel, and also where the locking screw here was just a socketed cap screw, 1/4 inch, probably UNC or BSW. There was a raised spot inside from that as well. So you've got to be fairly careful when you make tooling. The snout bar is a very, very good fit in there. I'm hoping to help when I finish with the adapter. It will be too. So okay, swing the camera around and the light and give you a look at hard turning in the lathe. Here we are back at the old Mazak. I've got one of the light boxes turned around behind us, and that's coming up reasonably well, not interfering too much with what we're doing. I'm just doing a sprint cut this time, and I think I'll disconnect you before I get to the end. I don't want to risk the tool getting up too close. It's squawking quite a bit, and I will have to finish it with a bit of abrasive tape, but it's running a lot better now. I've got under the skin, but this thing would have been 2 or 3 thou out of round, wider at both ends, I'd say, from the hardening process, and about 1.5 thou dip in the middle. I have not seen anything like it. The other Morse taper adapters out of America have been really good. So let's make a bit of noise and take some film of it. going fairly slow. I'm just using a standard carbide insert, milling grade, nothing fancy. And a very slow feed, only 1.9 thou per turn. Lubricating it with a bit of rapid tap fluid. It squeals without it really bad. As you get closer to the chuck, the squealing backs off a little bit. This will get boring, so I'll turn you off now and bring you back near the end. Okay, we're getting close to the end of the cut now. As you can hear, most of the chat has disappeared. The lathe is cutting reasonably well. There's less than a thou taper over that length, even though it's not chucked up by a lot of material, so I'm quite happy with that. Also, it'd be interesting to see how the audio recorder goes over the machine noise. But after this is done, I'll tickle it up with a little bit of, well, I use old Wintershire belts for emery tape. If they get a bit older, the material's had it. Okay, I'll turn you off now and finish the job. Well, there you are. Odd size. Half a thou to polish off. I'm quite pleased with that. And this time there's half a thou taper for the length of the job. Oh, autofocus, you should be able to do better than that. I was a bit ambitious with the zoom in. Okay, I'll polish it up and then take it over to the borer and give it a try. Back soon. Well, I don't know if I could have done any better had I wanted to. Luckily, it's surprising, but it's the sort of hit you like. 1 thou, 2 thou transition, if that. You've got to wobble it in place. There's not excessive slop. It feels quite nice at the front. So, very, very happy. That will now take the 3 Moores taper ER32 collet chuck with a little retaining stud that I use quite often on the borer. But now the big question, lock it up at the Allen key and put the dial indicator on it. So I'll have a look before I show you. Okay, first look at it. It's got about 3.5 thou, maybe 4 run out, 3.5, 4. But luckily it's running out in the direction that I can adjust the slide. So I'll loosen the bolts off and bang it round a bit and see if I can't get it closer than that. There you go, it's not too bad. I finally realised that the major jump in it is when it gets to a high spot on the boss on the front. Mostly it's at 2/100ths and it just gets to this piece here, so there's a bit of a wally in the bloody adapter. I can't wait to get my cylinder grinder here so I can get into things like this and make them straight. But I'm happy with that. That'll put a centre drill where I want it, and a long series drill after that. I can probably do a job similar to what I wanted to do last weekend but couldn't. Okay, please like and subscribe. I'll try and bring you some action of it working. I had to move it back towards the wall 2 weekends ago to get the little MyFit out. I moved that on and I haven't put it back into its correct position yet, so probably next weekend I'll be moving it over on the load skates and then levelling it up again. It'd be good to hear the machine running. Thank you very much for having a watch.